gonna take for this Preds team to record a shutout this year?
What would you rather have right now? A Preds goalie who has recorded a shutout this year, or the Preds in current possession of a playoff spot?
Okay, you made your point.
I know I did. Thank you for acknowledging that.
Before you fly off the handle, Johnny, take a deep breath. Does someone somewhere have a voodoo doll collection of this roster?
As always, not helping.
I guess the season's over.
So,
That was the plan.
why does it say placed on waivers?
Nothing said. I have to talk about dumb moves and a Preds front office.
What the hell did I just watch?
Do I really need to be here for this at this point?
I'm not having flashbacks to Game 4 against the Canucks last spring.
At this point, Johnny, you can just splice together old intros.
Cutie intro.
Redemption take you home.
Everybody's hands go up, way up, as the Nashville Predators get a huge victory and defeat the Vegas Golden Knights by a final score of 4-1 Saturday afternoon inside the friendly confines of Bridgestone Arena. Oh yeah, I'm amped up to 11 right now. For the first time since just before Christmas of last year, the Preds have now won 3 games in a row, thanks to a game where they scored 3 goals on special teams, 2 goals and 1 assist by Steven Stamkos, 20 huge saves by Justus Annunen on the way to a 39 save performance as the Preds somehow keep pace in the playoff race. Last regular season meeting for the Preds and Golden Knights, and yes, I just said last regular season meeting because who knows what may happen come the middle of April. Back-to-back starts for a Preds netminder not named UC Soros, who is still out with an upper body injury. We hope not for much longer, but Justus Annunen continues to play well in his absence. Preds playing another back-to-back situation. In this game, Vegas. Tomorrow, they go up to Chicago to play those frickin' Blackhawks. And really, just a sign of things to come. It only takes 40 seconds into the game. Play in Vegas's zone to Akira Schmid's left, and off of the faceoff, Ryan O'Reilly to Steven Stamkos on the one-time blast beats Akira Schmid. Preds out in front, 1-0. Close call in front of Justus Annunen about a minute later. Mitch Marner with a chance, but Annunen looks good early. About 5 minutes into the first, a collective groan from Preds Nation as Philip Forsberg coughs up the puck in his own zone. Brett Howden goes in, but Annunen bails out his teammate. 6.5 minutes into the first during a TV timeout. Well, you know what that means? It's time for a Bridgestone standing O, as a tribute video is put on the Bridgestone Jumbotron to honor former Preds Jeremy Lauzon, fan favorite Cole Smith, and even bigger fan favorite Colton Sissons, who all now play for Vegas. Thank you for your time with the Preds. Now you play for the enemy, so back to work. The first half of the first period has concluded. The Vegas Golden Knights dominating playout, shooting the Preds at that point 13-1, but where it counts, the Preds are in charge, 1-0. Under 6 minutes left to go in the first period for a stretch of like 40 seconds. The Preds can't get a clear. Vegas keeping the puck in the Preds zone, looking like they're going to score, but they finally get it out and we can all breathe. Vegas draws the first power play of the game, a Steven Stamkos hook, but despite all the names on the roster that should intimidate opposing teams, the Preds penalty kill continues to be strong, and they ultimately kill it off. Fortunately, the period finally winds down in one of the most lopsided periods for the Preds I think I've ever seen in almost my 30 years of being a fan. The Preds get a couple of chances late that keep maybe the shot clock a little bit more respectable. Vegas is out shooting the Preds 21-4 after the first 20, and yet the Preds lead where it counts, 1-0 on the scoreboard. Okay, so this is where the fun begins. Play in the Vegas zone behind the Vegas net, and Shea Theodore is a little careless with his stick, and it rides up and high sticks Ryan O'Reilly, causing blood. Yeah, he doesn't wear a face shield. It's grandfathered in. Want to fight about it? That means the Preds are going to get a 4-minute power play. Well, the Preds do their job about 30 seconds in. Philip Forsberg gets Akira Schmid to commit to him, and then sees a wide open passing lane, sends it over to Steven Stamkos, and there's nothing Cole Smith can do about it, and Steven Stamkos sends it into the yawning cage to give the Preds a 2-0 lead. Steven Stamkos' 33rd goal of the season, I should add. Preds with some good looks on the second half of the double minor, but they can't score. But they did score in one half, so I will absolutely positively take it. The Preds would then spend almost the entirety in their own zone, killing off an Eric Hall interference penalty, but the penalty kill bends but does not break and comes through again. About 8 minutes into the period, there's a scrum in the Preds zone along the board. Ozzy Westblatt appears to take the worst of it, has to go off. Hopefully he's okay. A scrum would ensue, and then there'd be penalties handed out. Out of that scrum, the Preds would earn themselves another power play, much to the disappointment of the Vegas feed that I was stuck listening to for this game off of the DVR since I worked Saturday mornings. Preds unable to score on that man advantage, but nevertheless, that would take time off the clock and leave us with half the game remaining. But then, with Ryan O'Reilly in the penalty box for high sticking, it's the Preds who would gain the upper hand as Vegas gets their signals crossed up. Preds get the puck out, going on a 3-on-1. You've got Brady Shea, Tyson Jost, and Eric Holla for support. And Brady Shea makes up for his misgivings as of late. Is able to send it across a sprawling Mitch Marner to an accepting Tyson Jost, who fires it past Akira Schmid, and the Preds look like they're in cruise control at this point, up 3-0. But unfortunately, for that sake of that 0 that we all wanted Annunen to be able to get, will not come to be in this game, because on the power play with O'Reilly in the box, Shea Theodore makes up for his high stick, and through multiple screens, no chance for Annunen to make a save here, as he can't see the puck coming. It goes in. Shutout broken, but the Preds still lead 3-1. Mind you though, we're not out of the woods yet, so Preds don't take anything for granted through the latter half of this game. Preds on another power play. Later, puck goes around the horn. Roman Josi to Steven Stamkos, who sees the back door, is wide open, and sends it to Ryan O'Reilly in front. Not a distinct kicking motion, just directs the puck into the net, and back up 3 goals. Preds lead 4-1. Let's freaking go. Last minute to go in the second period, in a period that has been all Nashville Predators. Preds looking to get into the third period with some breathing room, but not before having to defend Marner Barbashev 2-on-1 that Annunen is able to make the save on. Period finally ends. Shot difference a bit closer, a bit maybe more respectable, but score difference much larger, especially if you're a Nashville Predators fan. Preds lead 4-1 after 40. As the third period starts, Preds can't sit back, but they also can't be too overly aggressive. They have to have a mix of both to get this game through its remaining 20 minutes. Preds penalty kill recovers from the Shea Theodore power play goal. They surrendered in the second and would kill off a Matthew Woodminder about 5 minutes into the third. Time is ticking away. That clock is speeding up, much to the content of any Predators fan. 8.5 into the third period. Bad turnover by Vegas. A clean-cut breakaway by Philip Forsberg, trying to put the exclamation point on this game, but Akira Schmid makes the save. That's followed up with about 9 minutes left to go in regulation. Preds with a 2-on-1. Ryan O'Reilly trying to set up Luke Evangelista, but Schmid bails out Vegas there too. We can laugh about this now. Under 5 minutes left to go in regulation. Yes, you heard me right. Under 5 minutes left to go in regulation. Vegas coach Bruce Cassidy elects to pull Akira Schmid at that point down 3 trying to get some sort of spark. Preds, who would have free reign to shoot in the empty net if they can just gain possession and get a good shooting lane, cannot, as Vegas has solid possession in the Preds zone. And much to the frustration, like I said, of the Vegas feed that I was watching, they were passing it around way too much, not trying to get shooting lanes. Preds players on the ice, of course, are going to be quite content to just block the shooting lanes and let them pass it around. Preds would get a couple of clears so they can get a couple of solid line changes as this clock ticks down, not able to cap it just yet with an empty netter. The voice of Paul McCann marks that there's 1 minute left to go in regulation. Thank you, Paul. As we get closer and closer to the conclusions, 30 seconds left in regulation, 20 seconds left in regulation. Bridgestone faithful starts to get antsy in their seats or if they're standing. The clock finally hits 00. That will do it. Preds have a huge win at home, a Saturday matinee epic as they defeat the Vegas Golden Knights by a final score of 4-1. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are they going to do this? Are they really going to do this? You've come all this way, Preds. 13 games left. A baker's dozen of Predators games left to go in the regular season. And right now, so you know the time in the afternoon that I am filming this, the Preds have won. The Flyers did the Preds a big favor and beat the Sharks. The Sabres, who are my favorite team to root for out of the East unless they play the Preds, just defeated the Kings. And the Kraken are currently losing to Columbus. Columbus, don't screw this up, please! And my goodness, this game, in almost the 30 years that I have been a fan of this team, I can't remember a game the Preds have dominated on the scoreboard with almost all special team goals. Still hoping UC is okay. Make sure he's 100% before he returns to the lineup. But I have growing confidence. Oh my God, in Eustace Annunen. Preds, no rest for the weary as they can just take control of their own business and maybe on the side look at the out-of-town scoreboard down the stretch here. Keep an eye on the NHL.com score bug if I don't already update you at the end of another Preds fan reaction video. Now I'm going to get to enjoy my Saturday night, now that I filmed this, now that I don't have to worry about Preds hockey for the rest of Saturday and any games on the out-of-town scoreboard after the Kraken game ends. And I'll be back here tomorrow to talk to you about the Preds visit to Chicago Sunday afternoon. So that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching as always as I wrap this up pumped up. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media and interact with me during every freaking Preds game by clicking on the channel name. Tell all your friends about redemption. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Well, Eustace Annunen is certainly earning his due right now. Don't miss a chance to witness redemption.